Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Carly, it's been a great year for the Lakeland Rustlers, pretty much all the way around. Not everybody won every single thing, but really a great year for almost all the teams.
Yeah, a very successful year, and what's important to remember, and Aaron Strack will introduce us to this coming up in sports too, is that the best way to build your program for the future is by having a successful one this year, and that was really, I think, what the entire college took away this season, and especially with the men's basketball program. That was one of the things that Peter Sambu said to me is, you know, I've got my phone ringing off the hook now with people wanting to come and play basketball at Lakeland. So it's a great way to attract recruits for the future just by getting it done the season before.
Excellent. Well, I guess we'll be looking forward to that next year. Well, Gerard, pretty nice day out there, really, I guess.
Yeah, mixed day. It was cloudy, some sunshine.
I heard the snow blower, though, Gerard.
You heard the snow blower.
Oh. It's a good thing my alarm went off before he started cleaning up.
You didn't want the snow blower to wake you up. Oh, no, that's not a good way to get up. No way it is. But we've had a mixed sort of day, really. We've got some more precipitation later on. We'll talk about that, all right? But let's see what we're dealing with right about now. -6 is where we sit. We were there got there at 1 o'clock this afternoon. 71% is the humidity. The wind's been the cause of concern. East-southeast at 21 kilometers an hour, and those wind chills are in -13. Yep, so they're double-digit. Let's see what we're dealing with later on. Well, our current conditions, at least, we're out of the Midwest. We're at -6, +1 in the Lakeland region, and they too have got some excitement later on. -6 as well in the Battlefronts. They've got some more sunshine than we have, so that's pretty good for them. Jacob, we'll chat about later on in a bit. Meantime, it's back to you.
5 people are facing charges following a drug bust in Lloydminster. On Friday, Lloydminster RCMP, along with the Alberta Law Enforcement Team, searched 2 homes and 1 hotel room in the city. An unknown quantity of cocaine, weapons, drug paraphernalia, and cash were found. Jacques Soren and Shane Riley, both of Lloydminster, and Yal Gang of Edmonton, are facing charges of possession for the purpose of trafficking. Ryan Leduc of Kenora, Ontario, is facing charges of trafficking in a controlled substance, along with possession for the purpose of trafficking. An unnamed woman from Lloydminster is also facing charges of trafficking in a controlled substance. Lloydminster and area residents received some good news today. The government of Saskatchewan announced during the delivery of its budget that the border city will receive a new pre-K to grade 9 school, and renovations will take place at Hillmont School. The next step for both projects is the design stage, followed by tender and construction. And we'll have much more on that announcement tomorrow. Meanwhile, the surplus budget rolled out this afternoon includes tax cuts and extra spending. This is the last budget Sask Party will unveil before facing an election, and at first glance, it appears to be a shrewd pre-campaign move. Whitney Sinson has the numbers for us.
This budget has made good on various campaign promises. It's balanced, it pays its citizens, and it cuts down the provincial debt to the lowest it's been since 1988. With a $115 million surplus in the General Revenue Fund, Sask Party is able to provide various tax cuts for its residents. Small business owners across the province will save about $80 million a year, with income tax rates going down to 2%. Education property taxes are also going down. The government says owners of farmland will feel that cut the most, but residential and commercial property owners will also see a cut. But the big ticket announcement today was to the healthcare sector. The government will increase healthcare spending by more than 6%, or $260 million.
The increase is going to the health regions, is going to help them provide services in the communities in Lloydminster and around our region, help in their recruitment of doctors, help really across the spectrum.
We've heard every budget, all of the great talk and plans of the government, but they never come to fruition.
Mcmillan says the highways budget and the income tax reductions will be a positive step for our region.
In Lloydminster, we saw that many Saskatchewan entrepreneurs and business people would leave our province because we weren't competitive with our neighbors. Now I think we're competitive.
Political analysts are saying this budget will be used as a campaign tool in this year's election, even calling today the unofficial campaign springboard. But the opposition says they still have room to win votes.
I think for many of the people in Lloydminster who are looking for rent control to protect their families, and also people who are without affordable housing, this budget does very little to alleviate those concerns.
Whitney Stinson, Newcap News.
Lloydminster Community Futures Office exists to help out local small businesses who are just starting up or looking to expand. And now that local office has been recognized for their own innovation with an award from Community Futures Alberta. The Spark Economic Diversifier Award is a quarterly award that recognizes successes, in this case, a marketing campaign that the Border City office created last year.
We thought it was a great way to connect the office to entrepreneurs in the region, and it was a great idea to run it during Dragon's Den on during that television spot, because the audiences are similar, right? People interested in business and analyzing business ideas.
Dragon's Den features entrepreneurs trying to get a panel to invest in their businesses, so it was a perfect fit for Community Futures.
It's absolutely our target audience. Certainly we support small and medium-sized enterprise, and we're here to help pathfind for small businesses and provide lending. The campaign had immediate results in the form of foot traffic through the door and referrals from local banks.
It's increased their sort of profile in the community and helps them reach entrepreneurs, maybe make some entrepreneurs and would-be entrepreneurs aware of the Community Futures program. So if someone from outside the region was watching the commercial, they would go, oh, Community Futures, cool, I should check into that in my region.
While receiving the award is nice for the Border City branch, seeing the businesses they assist actually find success is the real reward.
Our particular organization has supported them over the last 25 years here in Lloydminster, and specifically we've had a number of businesses that we've supported win awards through the Chamber of Commerce and other provincial awards for business as well.
On Dragon's Den, people come in with some pretty wild ideas, and that occasionally happens to Community Futures.
But more often than not, with some advice and some pathfinding services, we can identify ways to change that business plan in order to make it effective and efficient.
At an annual Streetscapes meeting today, 6 awards were given out to recognize businesses with the best contributions to improving the city's core. Kathy Lee explains why some business owners feel being a part of Streetscapes is important.
Bigger, and these are heavy.
What started as renovations to make her flower shop look colorful has now turned into a positive change for the downtown area.
It really felt like downtown needed a little bit of life, and it's nice being able to be part of it and to contribute and, just help it grow and be more colorful maybe and a little bit more exciting.
Along with 5 other downtown business owners who won awards, Bosch received one for Best Interior Renovation.
It's great. It's nice getting some recognition for, the work you put into something like that. But it's definitely, I'll definitely have to share my award with other people. There's lots of people that helped us getting the store ready.
Also a Streetscapes member, her and other business owners' contributions help improve the heart of the city.
The core of any community, is very important in terms of its identity. There's a lot of history in the downtown as far as Lloydminster is concerned.
Members meet every year to talk about issues, ways to keep downtown alive, and to celebrate milestones such as the
Railway Border Marker Park, which is down by the railway tracks. And that sort of commemorates the impact of the railroad on Western Canada and certainly the city of Lloydminster.
While keeping downtown looking sharp helps the community as a whole, the work comes full circle and helps the business owners too.
The more people that we can attract downtown, the more foot people that we have coming through our stores. And all year long, I know that I've had people come in saying, oh, I saw this in your window.
Kathy Lee, Newcap News.
Well, it's often said that when the cuts come to education, arts will be the first to go. We'll see after the break how one Midwest school is trying to keep arts in the spotlight. But first, here's what's coming up tonight on Around the Region.
On the show tonight, Tellaby Lake loses a school. The Buffalo Trail Public School Board Chair is on the show defending the decision to bus the students out of the community for learning. What does this mean for the kids? Where will they go? Those questions answered and more tonight at 7:30 on Around the Region.